Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favorite channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. The eyewear, y'all, that I'm wearing all this week have made the eyewear line. Thank you all so much. At the end of the video, make sure you comment, like, and share. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. To all my 8,000 subscribers, love, love, love to you. Thank you so much. All this week, I'm wearing rivalry schools. Today, Ohio State University, located in Ohio, the great state of Ohio. Ohio State, I like this. And again, let me say this. This is gear that you, the subscribers, have sent to me. All right. All this week, we have been talking about generational dysfunction. Today is Tell the Truth Thursday or Confession Day. So here are a few signs that you have experienced some dysfunction in your family. And for the people who are in denial or still walking around with blinders on, I want you to understand, I know this is not something easy for you to tackle, and it's okay. But until you start telling the truth about some stuff, you're not going to ever get healed, and you're not going to break those generational cycles. Now, if you've ever said these words, I'm going to do things different when I get grown. I'm not going to ever let my family go hungry. My children will never be without lights. My kids will never know what it's like to not have Christmas gifts. I'm going to be a hands-on parent. You know what? These to me are signs that you experience some of this stuff and you've made a decision that I'm no longer going to let my children go through this. I don't know what's going on with my hair, y'all. It's growing out, so y'all got to bear with me on this. Some people simply, they just don't spend time together as a family. Remember yesterday I talked about what goes on in the home. Some families don't spend time together and they live in the same house. There's some parents don't even communicate with each other. They're just in the house together. So let me share some things with you. Here's a viewer that said, I grew up knowing that my parents had separate bedrooms, and it had nothing to do because my daddy snores or mama was sick. They simply don't spend time together because my mom basically says she hates my dad. Can you imagine growing up as a child, y'all, and that's what a mother tells you, that she hates your father? You grow up in that type of home. She said she hates my dad and she can't stand nobody on my dad's side of the family. That's why she never went to family functions. She'd always send me and my brothers and sisters. Y'all, let me pause it here. These behaviors is dysfunctional behavior. I don't care how you look at it or what excuses you say. Remember I told you one of the things on Monday, I said one of the things you do is you keep it a secret. You are blaming it, you're making excuses, or you're just in denial that this goes on. Okay, here's another person saying, Pastor KZ, I grew up in a home where this was the normal behavior. My mom was nothing but a people pleaser. She ran around trying to make everybody happy. She was just like the perfect Pollyanna mom. Everything had to be always right. She was just a people pleaser and a peacekeeper. And all she used to say was, just overlook it, baby, be the bigger person. I grew up with this. So what happened to me? I grew up being the same way. Even though I knew people was treating me foul. Even I knew the relationship I was in with my children's father, who I thank God I didn't even marry him. She said 3 months before this wedding was supposed to take place, I called that thing off. I told my kids this wedding thing ain't gonna happen because I felt like I would be better off being a single parent for a while until God put another man in my life than to be stuck with this person that I was always running around trying to please, trying to keep the peace, just overlooking things. I didn't want to be my mom, but I guess in a way I am her. Here's another example someone wrote. Pastor KZ, I grew up in a family where this is how our outings or reunions or family events looked like. Either my drunk uncle was showing up, or my drunk auntie, or my cousin who was in and out of jail that everybody got to whisper and talk about, or the sarcastic ones in the family, or my nice nasty grandmas, or the manipulative cousin, or the unpredictable sister of mine that you never can predict what she might do, or my jealous sister who's always talking about people because she just has so much envy and hate inside of her. And then you got one of my brothers, the one that you don't know what woman he gonna show up with, or what woman he gonna show up with, and the other woman come and there's a big fight. So that's what's the normal family gatherings for me. Is that dysfunction, Pastor KZ? Yeah, yeah, okay, it was. So let's get into some of these tell the truth / confession day emails. Hello, Pastor KZ. Let me say this right out the gate. I hate my mother. Yeah, y'all. You heard me right. You're listening. You heard me. Right out the gate, I hate my mother. Saying I have mommy issues is an understatement. And yes, I am aware that hate is a very strong word, and I've tried so hard not to feel that emotion. But thank you for not being afraid as a minister to tackle these topics. But I want to thank you more because you're not judging us or preaching to us, but you're listening and you're letting us vent and say our truths. This confession I have held on for 40 years. I'm a woman in my 50s. My mother, if that's what you have to call her since that is her title, she says, although I don't see her as no mother, I'm going to just keep it 100, Pastor KZ. This woman abandoned me until I was 13 years old. Then, when I went to live with her, she whipped my blank every single day. And she said she was whipping my blank just because I'm still alive. And the name she would call me, the verbal abuse, the contempt she had for me, really wasn't about me. She admitted to me I looked just like my father, and she hated how he treated her, so she took it out on me. She said, I'm going to make you pay for every day he walked out and left me. Let me pause it. Thank you for these emails. All of you, thank you for sharing. Young, you see this dysfunction? This woman has held this for years. This woman in her 50s now, saying she hate her mother. What a sad commentary. See, this is why I'm saying, y'all, you got to get help for this stuff. All you're doing is passing this stuff down. Now, can you imagine how her children see her? And how she's treated her children? And she talks about this later on in the email, which I won't share today, but she ended up kind of being like her mama. Let's go on. She says, Pastor KZ, I absolutely despise her. And the day she leaves this earth, she'll get not one tear shed from me. I'm going to move on from her. Let's go to the next email. Greetings, Pastor KZ. This channel of yours should be nationwide. Thank you so much. And I admit your topics has triggered me, but it's for the good. I'm a 26-year-old male, non-binary, and I loathe holidays with my family. Sure, I smile and pretend I'm happy, but all I really want to do is be as far away from these people as possible. Pause it here. You hear how he refers to his family? These people. Let's go on with it. He says, there is nothing but generational curses throughout. I watch my mom and aunts walk on eggshells around their husbands. Heaven forbid they get out of line or say something. I got to listen to my granddaddy all the time say, Junior, when you gonna beat that boy straight? That's granddaddy talking to my daddy. Here's granddaddy. No son of mine will be walking around wearing false fingernails like he a woman. Yeah, right, granddaddy. When one of your sons, my uncles, was the first person to put his hands on me and violate me. That's the first experience I had that made me like I am. Your son, granddaddy. Pastor Casey, you know how many times I just want to scream that out, but I keep silent. Yeah, my daddy's brother was the first man that violated me. And now granddaddy gonna sit up at the family gathering and say, no son of mine gonna be wearing false fingernails like a woman, or when you gonna beat that boy straight. Pastor KZ, that's generational dysfunction from the word go. Wow. Y'all, we'll get into more emails tomorrow, but that was just a little appetizer of what the emails have been like all this week. What do y'all think? See, it's hard to find balance and get into focus when you got this stuff going on. Hidden secrets, hidden abuse, hidden toxicity in a family unit that's passed on from granddaddy, daddy, now son. Daughters hating their mothers. All of these things, and all people are told to do is just pray about it. No, I think other things need to be taught. There's got to be some other tools to help people. The goal is for you to come out of this on the other side knowing I walked through that, I survived it, and I am more healthier than I was. Y'all, I want to help you. I want to help you. I don't want you to just bring these emotions up to stir up anger. I want to bring these emotions out of you so you will be able to learn how to manage your emotions other than just keeping it stuffed in and hidden and acting like it don't happen, but it is affecting every relationship you're in as an adult. This young man is hurting inside. This young man wants to tell this secret so bad, but he knows if he tells this secret in an explosive manner, what is telling this secret going to do to his granddaddy? What will his daddy do? Remember, this young man is 26 years old. What will his father do to his own brother if he knew that his own brother touched his son? Y'all think about it tonight. Write in your journal, and please, send me some emails, walkinfavor61@yahoo.com. Those of you who don't feel comfortable writing this stuff in the comments section, it's okay. Just send me an email. But I hope you comment. Don't forget, thumbs up the video. See you back tomorrow. Generational dysfunction.